The Taotronics Sound Liberty 79s cost just £40 on Amazon, but is that all you really need to spend on some decent quality Bluetooth earphones? Let's take a closer look. Just to get this bit out of the way initially, when I bought these headphones I had no intention of reviewing them, but after using them I thought it might be useful to some people to give my thoughts and feelings on these earphones. As such, there will be no unboxing portion of this video because, I chucked the box out, so let's get started. So, first, let's talk about build quality. These are built damn well. The case is solid and so are the earphones. Nothing feels like it would break under normal conditions. The earphones are a nice mixture of plastic and silicone, which makes them have quite a nice feel in the hands. The case is all plastic, but once again it has a nice feel in the hand, and it's nice to see a USB-C port on something of this price. It's a very durable port, especially when compared to the micro USB of yesteryear, which constantly breaks. Size-wise, these are very small and are dwarfed by the TEVI earphones that we covered in a previous video. I don't think that anyone will be complaining, but it isn't all sunshine and rainbows in Taotronics land. First things first, the instruction manual absolutely sucks. It does an amazing job at describing things you can probably figure out yourself, but for many of the features of these earphones, you will have to figure it out. For example, I had an issue when I would pick up the earphones to use them, and one of the earphones would be completely dead, whilst the other appeared to be fully charged. This is because I hadn't seated the earphone properly in the case, but there was no clear indication to show if it had been seated properly, or at least nothing that was mentioned in the manual. After becoming very frustrated, I finally noticed these LEDs on the front, which are used to indicate how much battery power is left in the case. These lights also serve a second purpose. It shows you when the earphones are seated correctly. This is not mentioned anywhere in the manual. They are also an absolute nightmare to pair. Pairing one device is fine, but if you want to pair it with something else, prepare for a rough ride. Now, I wasn't expecting these to be able to connect to more than one device at once, but I generally use two devices with wireless earphones or headphones, my phone and my iPad. There is no easy way that I have found to put these headphones into pairing mode, so if I have the earphones connected to my iPad, I have to go to my iPad, turn off the Bluetooth to force their earphones into pairing mode. It's frustrating and just makes me use different headphones for my iPad and iPhone. They are also one of the glitchiest pieces of technology I've ever used. When you get them to work, they're great, but getting them to work is a battle. Comfort wise, there isn't much to say either. I can't really wear these for any longer than an hour or so without having to take them out. They aren't particularly painful to wear, but they aren't really that comfortable either. Another gripe of mine are the touch controls because they're completely nonsensical. For example, to turn up the volume, you tap the right earbud once, which is great, it's fine, it works. But then to pause you tap twice, and to skip you tap 3 times. This means that if you actually want to turn up the volume, you have to tap once, then wait, then tap once, then wait, then tap once, then wait, so you don't accidentally skip a track or pause it. It's just easier at the end of the day just to grab your phone and turn up the volume, which basically leaves the touch controls being useless. But enough complaining, how do they sound? They aren't that bad. You don't miss out on anything while listening to these, but they don't really sound any better than Apple's AirPods. Now, to be fair, they only cost a tiny bit more than the Apple AirPods, but these are wireless. However, with the amount of effort it takes to get them working properly, they should sound bloody incredible, considering hardly any work seems to have gone into making them usable. They are not very flat and have quite a big bass and treble boost, but that doesn't make them bad. And that's an important thing to outline. These don't sound bad. You can hear everything for £40. You can't really expect much better. Even though these earphones don't have anything like ANC, you can't hear anything when you have them in. I've used them when playing drums and they put up one hell of a fight, taking the edge off any hits. I forgot to put this bit in the script, but here's how the microphone on the Taotronics Sound Liberty 79 sound. Not too bad. So, can I recommend these earphones? Well, after using them for a few months, I've got used to all of the different kinks and they work fine. But it did, at the end of the day, take a few months to get used to these earphones, having to get them seated in my ear correctly, seated in the charging case correctly, getting them actually synced up to devices. I mean, I'm probably just going to end up using my headphones from now on. But if you're willing to learn, and you only have a maximum of £40 to spend, and it needs to be Bluetooth, then sure, these will work fine. But due to how frustrating these are to use, I will probably carry on using headphones when I'm out and about. On that note, if you're looking for a good wireless headphone for about the same price as the Taotronics, try checking out our video on the Goji Bluetooth noise cancelling headphones. Thanks for watching.